Smoothies are so popular for breakfast these days, especially green smoothies. Now, I like to have greens in my smoothies, but I don't necessarily like my smoothies to look green. I like them to look fruity and beautiful, a really pretty color that's appetizing in the morning. So I thought today I'd show you how I make my morning smoothies. There's really no recipe. I don't really measure anything specifically, but I'll share the ingredients that I use. I always start with a little juice in the bottom of my blender, usually cranberry or pomegranate juice, a really rich source of direct antioxidants, and I probably put in about half a cup. And then I add water to make it about 1 cup of liquid in my blender. And then I add some protein powder. Now, that isn't a necessity, but I find that when I put my favorite protein powder into my smoothie, it really makes me stay full for a long time. Sometimes I have to remind myself to eat lunch. And then I like to put in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. If you haven't tried chia seeds yet, you'll find them in most all the grocery stores these days. They look like tiny little poppy seeds. They're an ancient seed that's native to South America. And they're full of omega-3s, really rich source of omega-3s, just like flax seeds. But the nice thing about chia seeds is that they're digestible just the way they are. And flax seeds, you need to grind to make them digestible. So I've got my chia seeds, my protein powder, and then I add a big handful of my greens. Now sometimes if I'm making the smoothie just for myself, I use baby kale. I love that baby kale that's available in the stores now. I always bring home those tubs of greens, put them in my salad spinner, rinse them off, and then I put them into a zip top bag and keep them in the refrigerator so they're ready to go. So I've got just a really nice handful of greens in there. Today I'm using a mix. Spinach is a nice green to use because it has a real mild flavor. And then I add 1 whole organic lemon, peel and all. And that is so good for alkalizing the system. I add about a cup of frozen blueberries because I like my smoothies really nice and thick. That's why I use the frozen fruit. And then about 4 frozen strawberries. And then it's ready to go on the blender and whirl it up. And there we go. I've got breakfast in a glass full of calcium, iron, vitamins, antioxidants, and it's a great source of energy, a great way to start the day. And what a beautiful color this is. There you go. I'm Sue Doden, sharing good food for good life 365.